Let's face it, not every fan base is made equal. Some cheer for their teams despite the fact that they never seem to win or put good players on the court. Others casually jump on the bandwagon when it's convenient. This isn't limited to a single fan base. Almost every sports team has diehards and bandwagon supporters. But subjectively, which fan bases are the best and the worst? We evaluated the top 11 best fan bases in NBA history based on attendance counts over the last 15 years, as well as other incidents as supporting criteria. Let's get right into it. At number 11, the New York Knicks. Many people may dislike New York Knicks supporters. Many people think of New Yorkers as irritating or obnoxious, two stereotypes that are frequently used to describe them. But you have to hand it to Knicks supporters, they'll put up with a lot. They've dealt with Isaiah Thomas, Stephen Marbury, many rebuilds, the Jerome James contract, trading for Eddie Curry, and whatever Phil Jackson is doing with the team since 2004. During that time, the Knicks have only made 3 postseason appearances. Throughout it all, Madison Square Garden is consistently sold out. You gotta respect it. At number 10, the Boston Celtics. Because Knicks fans are so fervent, it's likely that they'll be irritated that Celtics fans rank 1 point higher than them. The Celtics have had a good run recently, which has encouraged supporters to come out in large numbers to support their favorite basketball club. But it's easy to forget that between Larry Bird and Kevin Garnett, Boston went winless 11 times in a 14-year span. Even in the toughest years, Celtics fans never let their team's attendance slip below 90%. At number 9, the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz exemplify a team battling adversity in a small market. They occurred to have a really successful run in the 1990s. Utah's play has been up and down since Karl Malone and John Stockton left in 2003. Jazz supporters, on the other hand, remain devoted. Even in 2013 and 2014, when the club won the fewest games since 1979, Jazz supporters filled the arena at a rate of more than 90%. That's pure fandom dedication. At number 8, the Toronto Raptors. Because the Toronto Raptors joined the NBA at the same time as the short-lived Vancouver Grizzlies, their histories are entwined in a discussion about how basketball in Canada was a failed venture. In truth, the Raptors have had incredible success and have amassed a large fan base. They're now 4th in the NBA in terms of attendance percentage. They were 6th the previous season and 11th the year before. Even James recognizes the Raptors' adoring fan base. At number 7, the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you were in a coma in 2004 and awoke today, you'd undoubtedly be perplexed as to why Oklahoma City has an NBA club. It all started when the then New Orleans Hornets were forced to relocate to Oklahoma City for 2 seasons due to Hurricane Katrina. Packed houses on a nightly basis demonstrated to the league that OKC could support a true NBA franchise, and that's exactly what fans got when the Seattle Sonics relocated there in 2009, bringing with them Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. At number 6, the LA Lakers. Perhaps all that winning has a different effect in LA than it does, say, in Boston or Miami. But for some reason, Lakers supporters aren't as irritable as New Englanders when their teams win. Since their arrival in LA in 1960, the Lakers have had a lot of success, winning 11 titles. Attendance is a perfect example of why Lakers fans are so awesome. The arena was 99.7% full for Kobe Bryant's final season. Even having a team that is clearly still growing and not ready to compete, they continue to fill the Staples Center at a 99.2% rate in 2016 through 2017. At number 5, the San Antonio Spurs. If there's one group of NBA supporters that have been spoiled by their team's success, it has to be Spurs fans. The Spurs have been so good that there's no way to compare their attendance in good years to bad years. They've all been good years. Spurs supporters consistently rank near the top of the rankings of the finest NBA fans, and we're not about to upset the apple cart. They may be spoiled by their team's success, but Spurs fans are among the best. At number 4, the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings fans are at the top of many best of lists as well, albeit for different reasons than Spurs fans. If you hadn't grown up knowing Sacramento had an NBA club, you'd undoubtedly wonder, why do they even have an NBA team? Even when the franchise is on the verge of being relocated, Kings fans remain steadfast. Sacramento hasn't had a postseason basketball game in 10 years, but Arco Arena Sleep Train Arena is always packed for regular season games. At number 3, the Chicago Bulls. Everyone remembers Michael Jordan and the invincible Bulls of the 90s. However, after Jordan's departure in 98, the franchise's performance has ranged from mediocre to dreadful. They've only won 5 postseason series in 17 years with just 1 trip to the Eastern Conference Finals, and now they're a laughingstock. However, Including 2016 through 2017, the Bulls have finished first or second in home attendance percentage every year since 2010. In the lean post-Jordan days, they even packed the United Center in Chicago. That's fan loyalty, even if the team isn't a contender, which for the most part, they haven't been. At number 2, the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland Trail Blazers fans are decent sports, which is perhaps the best thing we can say about any fandom. They have a distinctively tiny market. They haven't won a title since the 70s, and they haven't genuinely fought for one in 16 years. Despite this, the Blazers are in the middle of the pack in attendance during their worst years and the top during the best. These basketball fans have a reputation for being among the finest in the game, and few will argue that. And at number 1, the Dallas Mavericks. While the Chicago Bulls have ranked first or second in attendance percentage since 2010, the Dallas Mavericks have dominated attendance since 2003. Mark Cuban's entrance as the team owner in 2000 played a significant role in this. He transformed a struggling franchise into one of the best-run businesses in the league, and they won the NBA title in 2010. Granted, Cuban inherited a youthful, marketable squad that included Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, and Michael Finley. However, after only making one playoff appearance in the 11 seasons before Cuban's arrival, it's hard to blame supporters for attributing a large chunk of the team's success to their loud, wealthy owner. The devotion, combined with the fact that the arena is always sold out, makes Mavs fans the greatest in the league. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. We'll see you guys next time.